Okay, in the last class, we discussed arithmetic progression. I think last class. So we will be discussing geometric progression in this class. Well, let us remember the sequence AB. You can clearly see a fixed number 3 is being multiplied every time. Sorry, a fixed number is being added every time. So in geometric progression हम क्या देखते हैं? ज्योमेट्रिक प्रोग्रेशन में देखेंगे सीक्वेंस विद फिक्स्ड रेशियो. What does that mean? For suppose 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. You can clearly see a fixed number 2 is being multiplied every time. For suppose we have 2, 6, 18, 54. You can see a fixed number 3 is being multiplied. One upon 5, 1 upon 10, 1 upon 20. A fixed number 2 is being divided. So I can say कि जो रेशियो है हमारा वो कितना है, हाफ है. इसी तरीके से फॉर सपोज तो यहाँ पर एक फिक्स नंबर है जो कि क्या है 4/3. वो 12 मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है. क्या ये बात समझ में आ रही है? तो फॉर सपोज फॉर जीपी यू विल स्टार्ट फॉर सपोज विद 2. मैंने 2 में मल्टीप्लाई किया 3, तो अब ये हो जाएगा 6. फिर मैंने मल्टीप्लाई किया 3, तो अब ये हो जाएगा 18. फिर मैंने मल्टीप्लाई किया 3, तो अब ये हो जाएगा 54. एंड देन सो ऑन. मैं दोबारा से मल्टीप्लाई बाय 3 करूंगा. क्या ये बात समझ आ रही है सबको? तो इसका मतलब फर्स्ट नंबर जो है वो मेरे पास हो गया 2, देन मेरे पास आ गया 6, देन आ गया 18, देन आ गया 54, देन आ गया जनाब 162. एनी प्रॉब्लम इन दैट? Any problem with that? Okay. सो हमारे पास जो जीपी है वो हम स्टार्ट करते हैं ए से, देन उसमें हम मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं आर, सो दैट बिकम्स ए आर। देन हम दोबारा मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं आर, सो दैट बिकम्स ए आर स्क्वायर। एंड फिर हम दोबारा से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे आर। सो अ फिक्स्ड नंबर आर is being multiplied every time. Yes, Mohib, what are you asking? I didn't get you. Yes, we are discussing geometric progression. We haven't done AB yet. Mohib, खैरियत? आप कह रहे AB हमने नहीं किया? बेटा AP लास्ट क्लास में हम कंप्लीट कर चुके हैं। बच्चों को क्वेश्चंस भी मैं दे चुका हूँ, बच्चों ने क्वेश्चंस कर भी लिए हैं। AP has been completed. In the last two classes, we have done AP. Okay, Mohib? Okay. Okay, so first term is A, the second term is AR, the third term is AR square, and the fourth term is AR cube. Can anybody tell me what will be the term 10? Yes, AR power 9. Very good. So A is the first term, R is the common ratio, that is T2 divided by T1 or T3 divided by T2 or T4 divided by T3, that is the ratio of the two consecutive terms. So for suppose अगर मैं ये कहूं कि टर्म 6 डिवाइड हो रही है टर्म 2 से, तो ये किसके बराबर होगा? इसी तरीके से अगर टर्म 10 डिवाइड हो रही है टर्म 5 से, तो ये किसके बराबर होगा? और अगर टर्म p डिवाइड हो रही है टर्म q से, तो ये किसके बराबर होगा? Yes, can anybody tell me? टर्म 6 डिवाइड बाय टर्म 2 किसके बराबर होगा? r पावर 4 के? Yes, you are right. Yes, now tell me about term 10 divided by term 5. What it could be? R power 5, yes, you are right. So what could be term p divided by term q? R power p minus q. Is that fine? Sir, how? I am confused. Okay, no problem. देखो बेटा, term 6 is AR power 5, right? While term 2 is AR power 1. Similarly, term 10 is A power 9 and term 5 is AR power 4. Now you get it? And similarly, term P is AR power P minus 1 and term Q is AR power Q minus 1. Now you get it? Okay, the last term or the nth term both are the same. That is AR power N minus 1. Similarly, as it was arithmetic series, now it should be geometric series. So A plus AR plus AR square plus AR cube and so on. So this is the geometric series. And you know this already, that S1 is equals to T1, S2 is equals to T1 plus 2. You already know that. So we have two types of GP. If ratio is lesser than 1, then it is decreasing GP. If ratio is greater than 1, it is increasing GP. For decreasing GP, we call it convergent as well. And for increasing GP, we call it divergent as well. Convergent means it is converging towards any number. You know that it is going to be end sometime. Or if it is not going to be end, you can approximate it. But for the increasing GP, that is diverging. Diverging means that you don't know where to stop and even you cannot approximate it. Okay? Convergent GP normally tend towards 0 point something. So we have sum to n terms A r power n minus 1 upon r minus 1, and it can also be written as RL minus A upon R minus 1, that is the sum if R is lesser than 1. That is for the decreasing GP. So we have another formula, 1 minus R power n upon 1 minus R, or A minus RL upon 1 minus R, and obviously that was for decreasing GB and this is for increasing GB, decreasing GB. What is L again? L is the last term, beta. Okay. If number of terms infinite हो और रेशो 1 से छोटा हो, मतलब डिक्रीजिंग जीबी हो, तो हम कंसिडर करते हैं sum to infinite terms is equals to A upon 1 minus R. तो याद रखें, सम टू इनफाइनाइट टर्म्स हम कंसिडर ही तब करेंगे जब नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स इनफाइनाइट होंगी और जो रेशियो है वो हमारा 1 से छोटा होगा, दैट इज डिक्रीजिंग जीबी होगी। क्या ये बात समझ आ रही है? R is the ratio, that is the consecutive terms ratio. When you are dividing second term with the first term or the third term with the second term, like this. Any problem in that? Is everybody clear? So I am giving you this file. Please go through it for like 4 to 5 minutes, and then we will start the solving the MCQs. Okay, so discussing the questions for geometric progression right now. So in the question, they are saying that term 3, that is a r square, is given by 18, and similarly the term 5, that is a r power 4, is given by 162, and they are asking for the term 8. So obviously when we divide term 5 by term 3, that is when we are dividing 162 by 18, so this should be equals to r square. Is that so? So I can say that r square is equals to 9. So I can say r is equals to plus minus 3. And similarly, if I divide term 8 by term 5, while term 8 is unknown, term 5 is known, that is 162. So it should be equals to r cube, right? Any problem in that? So I would write term 8 equals to 162 multiplied by plus minus 3 whole cube. Are you getting me? बात समझ आ गई सबको यहाँ तक? Why r cube not square? Because term 8 and term 5 are 3 away from each other. And they are saying that each term is positive. So we should not write plus minus. So 162 into 9, no, into 27. Yes, multiply it. 162 multiplied by 27. So it becomes 4374. Any problem in this question? Okay, moving on to next question. We know that r is equals to yes, I will send you the PDF. So I can write x plus 2 upon x plus 3 upon x plus 2. That is second term upon first term becomes equal to third term upon second term. So when we are multiplying it, cross multiplying in fact, so it becomes whole square while this becomes x into x plus 3. Okay. So this becomes x square. X square plus 4x plus 4 is equals to x square plus 3x. So by cancellation and by solving, x becomes equals to 4. Any problem in that? Any problem in this question? Yes, it should be minus 4. Okay, now moving on to next question. We can clearly see that it is the base same power add condition. So it should be 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 8 plus dot dot dot. Now I can consider S is equals to 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 8. So I can see that A is equals to 1 upon 2 while R is also 1 upon 2. While the number of terms are infinite and ratio is less than 1. So I should be applying the sum to infinity formula because the number of terms are infinite and the ratio is lesser than 1. So it should be S equals to A upon 1 minus R. So by simplifying it, I would get 1. So it was 5 power S. So it should become 5 power 1, that is 5. Any problem in that? देखो बेटा, it was base sim power add. So I added all the powers because now A is the first term. So it is 1 upon 2. While ratio is second term upon first term. So when we divide 1 upon 4 with 1 upon 2, I will get 1 upon 2. So I can see that the number of terms are infinite and ratio is lesser than 1. So I should be applying the sum to infinite terms. That is the formula A upon 1 minus R. Now I have got the value of S. I should be putting it again back to this power because this power was equals to S. So I had written 5 power S and S value is 1. So I get the answer 5. Any problem? Fiza, is that clear to you? Okay. Now A is 1, R is 2, and if position is unknown, it is known as Tn. So now we know the formula for Tn, that is AR power n minus 1. So we have the Tn 256, we have A, we have R, but we don't have n. So I should be writing 2 power 8 because 256 is 2 power 8, and this should be 2 power n minus 1. So by comparing, 8 becomes equals to n minus 1, or I would write n is equals to 9. Any problem in that? Okay. Moving on to question number 13, and it is similar to question number 10. So our second term is x minus 4, and the first term is 4, and the third term is 5 minus 2x, and it is x minus 4. So I should be writing x minus 4 whole square equals to 4 times 5 minus 2x. So it should become x square. Yes, Mai, what are you asking? So why don't we cancel out both T2? हैं? क्या हो गया मोहिब? खैरियत नहीं लग रही मुझे. कैंसिल कैसे होगा यार? क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई होगा भाई. क्या हो गया? So 4 into 5 is 20, while 4 into 2 is 8. So I will be writing x square minus 8x cancelled. It will become 4. So it should be x equals to plus minus 2. So now I have 4 comma plus minus 2 minus 4 comma 5 minus 2 into plus minus 2. So I should be getting 4 comma 2 minus 4 comma 5 minus 4 and it should be 4 comma minus 6 comma 5 plus 4 is 9 comma dot dot dot. So this should be minus 2 and this will be minus 1. Okay. So this is GP1, right? And this is GP2. I can say GP1 is decreasing, and I can say GP2 is increasing. They are asking for the finite sum. They are asking for the finite sum. So finite sum is basically we should be using sum to infinity for GP1. So A is 4, R is minus 1 upon 2. So I should be putting sum to infinity equals to A upon 1 minus, so it should be 8 upon 3. Okay. Question number 14 is really easy question. Now in question number 19, they are saying first term is 8, while term 5, that is A r power 4 is 1 upon 2. So if I put A is equals to 8, now I can get r power 4 is equals to 1 by 16, and taking power 1 upon 4 on both sides, I will get r is equals to, it is given that common ratio is negative, so it should be minus 1 upon 2. Okay, Angeline, you want me to go up? Okay. Yes, Angeline, fine. Okay, I think it is not an arithmetic progression because it has the same common ratio. They are asking it has total of 8 terms. No. It has sum to infinity. No, because the number of terms are finite. It has sum of 127. You can say that the number of values here, you can count them, are 7. So we should be using the formula to the sum to n terms. So it should be sum to 7 terms, while A is 1, it should be 2 power 7, and this should be 2 minus 1. So yes, you can get the answer 127. Because it's been said in the question that the common ratio is negative. That's why. Yes, if you have any question, you can ask me directly. Question number 27 is the same as we did earlier. Okay, now which term of the sequence? So A is 1 by 8, while R is 2, and they have given us I will send you, recording will be sent to you, okay, and these question solution as well. In question number 28, ratio is 2 because when you do division for the second term is 1 upon 4 and the first term is 1 upon 8. So when you divide them both, you will be getting 2, okay. Question number 29 and 30 are very much easy. And for question number 31, we can add the terms. 4 plus 8 is 12, 12 plus 16, and the next number should be 32. The next is 128, the next is 256. This sum should be greater than 500. If we exceed one more term, then it will be 2 higher. In 29, we will take A is equals to 64 and the ratio is equals to minus 1 upon 4, and then we will be using the term n formula, Tn formula. Okay. Okay, the last question. We have the ratio for the sum to 4 terms to the sum to 8 terms. Sum to 4 terms, the ratio to that of the 8 terms. It's been given 81 upon 97. So I will be using the sum formula. What is the sum formula? The sum formula is this. So for S4 and S8, I will be using this formula twice. I will use this formula for the 4th term, so it should be n equals to 4, and for 8 terms this should be equals to 8. Are you getting this point? कि जनाब हमें सम 4 और सम 8 का रेशो दिया हुआ था, तो हमने दोनों सम में पुट कर दिया फॉर्मूला। क्या ये बात समझ आ गई? उसके बाद हमने क्या किया, सब कुछ कैंसिल हो गया, हमारे पास सिर्फ बचेगा R4 माइनस 1 और नीचे बचेगा R8 माइनस 1। क्या ये बात समझ आ रही है सबको? उसके बाद ऊपर वाले को मैंने एज इट इज कॉपी किया, नीचे मैंने फॉर्मूला लगा दिया a प्लस बी इंटू ए माइनस बी। क्या ये बात समझ आ गई सबको? नीचे मैंने फॉर्मूला लगा दिया a प्लस बी इंटू ए माइनस बी। तो क्या हुआ इससे? R4 माइनस 1 R4 माइनस 1 कैंसिल हो जाएगा, सिर्फ हमारे पास बचेगा 1 अपॉन R4 प्लस 1। क्या ये बात सबको क्लियर है? अगर हम क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन कर लें, दैट विल बिकम 81 r power 4 plus 81 is equals to 97, and then 81 यहाँ प्लस हो रहा है, वहां जाकर माइनस हो जाएगा, एंड देन 81 यहाँ पर मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है, वहां जाकर डिवाइड हो जाएगा, तो दिस विल बिकम 16/81, and by taking power 1/4 on both sides, it should be plus minus 2/3. Okay, while question number 33 and question number 34 are easy, 35 is also easy, while the remaining questions are easy, not that much any problem in these questions. Okay, you can do it by yourself.